This metal canister is the first proof of the use of chemical weapons in Sudan's civil war. The man is addressing General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, head of Sudan's army. These images were filmed in September 2024 at the Gari military base north of the capital, Khartoum, 5 kilometers from Sudan's biggest oil refinery, Al Jaili. The base and the refinery were in the hands of the Rapid Support Forces, a militia which had risen up against their former allies, the army, in 2023, launching Sudan's civil war. The Sudanese army was trying to retake the refinery with fighting every day. But what was the chemical the RSF fighters say was in the canister?
The cylinders that you showed me are routinely used for storing and shipping large quantities of chlorine gas. Chlorine gas is a dangerous industrial chemical. It's a weapon that's useful in gas form because it's toxic on inhalation. It also burns the skin and irritates the eyes. So there have been incidents where similar containers have been dropped by large helicopters in the Syria war. The chlorine gas presents itself normally as a bright or dull yellow gas. There was an incident in the port of Aqaba. You can see the visible yellow cloud.
The RSF fighters had referred to a yellow gas. Another video shows a yellow cloud over the camp. 8 days later, another barrel was dropped.
ضربنا الطيران بهذا البرميل والبرميل ده فيه مادة جوا سامة. المادة دي اتبخرت.
إصابة أكثر من 20 موظف بالإغماء بسبب الاستهداف بهذا الغاز السام.
RSF propaganda channels said the barrel was dropped on the refinery. Our team used satellite images to confirm that the videos were filmed within the refinery, close to its clinic. The videos show workers in the uniform of the Khartoum Refinery Company, or KRC. We managed to get in touch with an engineer who was there that day.
كان الوقت مبكراً حوالي الساعة 8 صباحاً. سمعت صوت طائرة قادمة ثم سمع صوت ضجة كبيرة كأن شيئاً ما سقط. كان الأشخاص القريبون منها فاقدين للوعي أو يعانون من صعوبة في التنفس. ساعدناهم مع أفراد الأمن وأخذناهم إلى العيادة الصغيرة في المصفاة.
There's no indication that anyone died in the incident or suffered long-term injuries. Experts in ballistics told us the damage to the barrels was consistent with being dropped from an aircraft. In Sudan, only the army has aircraft capable of performing such drops. We found another clue, a serial number, which we were able to decipher. It led us to this document. The canister had been filled with liquid chlorine. It had been loaded on July 14, 2024, near Mumbai, India, on board a ship called the RC Ocean, along with 16 other canisters. The destination, Saudi Arabia. The canisters were transferred to another ship, the Al Ahmed, and brought to Port Sudan, provisional capital of Sudan's army-led government. They were delivered to a Sudanese company called Ports Engineering Company.
اليوم نحن في شركة الموانئ الهندسية سعداء أن نلتقي.
The company is headed by Colonel Anas Younes. It specializes in public construction. But the Indian company that supplied the canisters said Ports Engineering told them the chlorine would be used for purifying water, not for any other use.
Chlorine gas itself is routinely used for water treatment. A single cylinder like that could easily chlorinate millions of liters of drinking water. And so that's one of the reasons why it's been very difficult to prevent use of chlorine as a relatively unsophisticated chemical weapon in a few conflicts around the world, because it is so widespread.
Ports Engineering is known to import military supplies to Sudan, according to commercial data collected by C4ADS, a US-based NGO that tracks illicit shipments.
Ports Engineering has likely acted as a procurement vehicle for over $1 million worth of Indonesian-made military boots and for thousands of Turkish-made ammunition belts and boxes. Layered with our corporate discovery of their majority shareholdership being directed to the Sudanese armed forces, as well as one of their directors being a colonel in the army, we believe that Ports Engineering is very likely linked to SAF military supply chains. This is a part of the ongoing effort by the Sudanese armed forces to continue to obfuscate their shipments so that they can continue to arm themselves in the current war.
So were these canisters of chlorine imported to Sudan to be used for water purification, or to be used by the army as a weapon? They are among a total of at least 125 chlorine canisters imported by Ports Engineering Company since the beginning of the war. We tried to contact the Sudanese Army, Ports Engineering Company, and the Sudanese government, asking why the canisters were imported to Sudan and what they ended up being used for. They did not respond to our requests for information.